Hello everyone, I'm Kirti Vasan from DG Vaishnav College. I'm going to explain about DHTML, style sheet, defining style sheet, element of styles, and web page designing. Let's go into our topic. DHTML. DHTML stands for Dynamic HTML. It is totally different from HTML. The browsers which support the dynamic HTML are some of the version of Netscape Navigator and Internet Explorer of version higher than 4.0. The DHTML is based on the properties of the HTML, JavaScript, CSS, and DOM document object model, which is used to access individual element of document, which helps in making dynamic content. It is the combination of HTML, CSS, JS, and DOM. The DHTML makes uses of dynamic object model to make changes in settings and also in properties and methods. DHTML is used to create interactive and animated web pages that are generated in real time, also known as dynamic web pages, so that when such a page is accessed, the code within the page is analyzed on the web server and resulting HTML is sent to the client web browsers. HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is a client side markup language. It is used to build the block of web pages. JavaScript. It is a client side scripting language. JavaScript is supported by most of the browsers. Also have cookies collection to determine the user needs. CSS. CSS is the observation of CSS is cascading style sheet. It helps in the styling of the web pages and helps in designing of the pages. The CSS rules for DHTML will be modified at different level using JS with element handler, which adds a significant amount of dynamism with very little code. DOM. DOM is known as document object model, which act as the weakest link in it. The only defect in it is that most of the browsers does not support DOM. It is a way to manipulate the statistic contents. Key features. Tags and their properties can be changed using DHTML. It is used for real-time positioning. Dynamic fonts can be generated using DHTML. It is also used for data blinding. It makes a web page dynamic and be used to create animations, games, application along with providing new ways of navigating through websites. The functionality of web page is enhanced due to the usage of low bandwidth effect by DHTML. DHTML also facilitates the uses of methods, events, properties, and codes. Style sheets and its element. Cascading style sheet CSS provide easy and effective alternatives and specific variant attributes for the HTML tags. Using CSS, you can specify a number of style properties for a given HTML element. Each property has a name and value separated by colon. Each property declaration is separated by a semicolon. You can use CSS in three ways in your HTML document. External style sheet. External style sheet is a defined style sheet rules in a separate CSS file and then include that file in your HTML document using HTML link tag. Internal style sheet. Internal style sheet is a defining style sheet uses in header section of the element using style tag. Inline style sheet. Inline style sheet is a style sheet with defined style sheet is rules directly along with the HTML elements using style attribute. External style sheet. If you need to use your style sheet to various pages, then it's always recommended to define a common style sheet in a separate file. A cascading style sheet file will have an extension as .css and it will be included in HTML file using link tag. The examples of external style sheet is given below. Internal style sheet. If you want to apply style sheet rules to a single document only, then you can include those rules in header section of the HTML document using style tag. Rules defined in internal style sheet overrides the rules defined in an external CSS file. Example of internal style sheet is given below. Inline style sheet. You can apply style sheet rules directly to any HTML elements using style attribute of the relevant tag. This should be done only when you're interested to make a particular change in any HTML element only. Rules defined in line with the client overrides the rules defined in an external CSS file as well as the rules defined in style element. Example of inline style sheet is given below. Web page designing. What is a web page designing? Web page designing is a object which used to refers to the design of websites they are displayed on the internet. It usually refers to the user's experience aspects of website development rather than software development. Web designing is used to be focused on designing websites for desktop browsers. However, since the mid 2010s, designs for mobiles and tablets for browsers has become ever increasingly important. A web designer works on the appearance, layout, and in some cases, content of the website. Appearance of instance relates to the color, font, and image used. Layout refers to how information is structured and categorized. Many web pages are designed with a focus on simplicity so that no extraneous information and functionality that might distract and confuse users appears. Two of the most common method for designing websites that work will both on desktop and mobile are responsive and adaptive design. In responsive design, content moves dynamically depending on the screen size. In adaptive design, the website content is fixed in a layout size that matches a common screen size. as the keystone of web designer output is a site that wins and fosters the trust of the target audience. Removing as many potential point of users frustration as possible is a critical consideration. Preserving a layout that is as consistent as possible between devices is crucially to maintaining user trust and engagement. As responsive design can be present difficulties in its regard, designer must be careful in refusing control of their work will be appear. If they are responsible for the content as well as while they may need a broaden their skill set, they will enjoy having advantage of full controlling of the finishing product. How to design a web page? Before you start designing your web page, you have to figure out what sort of web page it's going to be and what content it should be. We have to decide what the website should be and the content of it. All this information is needed in order to successfully design a web page. You need to know the type of the page because there are different methods of approach when you design a static or dynamic web page. You also need to know the contents of the web page because you need to arrange them within the page layout. There are different types of content: text, image, videos, animations, and other dynamic elements. In order to create a successful web page, you need to put the right content in the right place. It is very important to consider what the page purpose will be when you start sketching in it. Creating the basic layout or color scheme and arranging the content is the second important step. Now, when you come up with some basic design idea, you may discuss it with your client. If the client has some notes about the design, it's good to consider them, but remember, you are the web designer. You have to knowledge and you are the one who has to tell the client how the web page should look. Once you should an approach designed conception, you should proceed the revising the current basic layout, designing the page specific elements and putting some final touches to a web page design. The web page designing examples is given below. Okay, thank you.